There we go.
Ew.
There we go. We are Bach. Bach.
Oh,
Back
Garen is the first. Garen, Shanna,
Bach. You can't say Bach.
Mike. What up, Mike? What up,
Mike,
Buck?
what's up, man?
Real Papa G,
What
Gun
up? What
Guy,
up? Big
Biggs.
Emo.
Yeah, what up, yo? James and Things. What up, yo? Good, everybody.
What's the word? What is the word, word, word? Word.
What up,
Fam?
fam,
What's
fam? Mrs. Biggs, Roll Kane, Smokey, Andrew. What up, y'all? What up, Ramsey J? Fam, fam, you staying cool out there?
and they're deep. Ramsey Jessel.
Yeah, what
What's
up, everybody?
cracking
Mr. Bullshit, what up? NASCAR, what's going on?
like?
Manny, what's going on, baby? Metamo in the building.
Metamo. Mr. BS. Nas Kizar. What's good with everybody? It's been a minute.
What up, Targets? Oh, boy. I, I
What's
was, I
going
was
on
watching
man? Friday?
I was watching that news, bro. They said they got like a crazy heat wave going on on the West Coast.
A heat wave?
Yeah, even though it's winter, it's like it's the highest temperatures ever in winter.
That's crazy. It was
They
even
said
a
it might.
little chilly down here today.
What up, six? They said it might even be like 109 tomorrow.
That
Somewhere they were
low
saying
that
highest ever in
16
March.
budget. Nah, that's wild.
Yeah,
I was I was just laughing the other day about how we ain't never satisfied, man.
I don't do brackets, gun guy.
Complain when
What
it's
do you mean?
hot. We don't complain
STO,
when
what up,
it's
Ghost Dog? Bro, I be thinking that same thing. Cause as soon as it get too hot, I'm like, damn, I wish it was cool. Then
man.
when it get cold,
I don't got
it's
no
too
brackets
cold.
going, bro. But I do start watching basketball. About once they get to the Sweet 16, I'll start watching. I couldn't tell you who nobody is or what's going on now. I
Well,
just
what?
like basketball, so I'll
Yeah.
watch.
It was asking us at work if you want to get in the. I actually got a text from one of the guys at work. It was been
Roadblock.
107. Damn, Mr. Bullshit. In the wintertime? Yeah, Roadblock, what up, man? Must have sucked the heat from Louisiana. We are unusually cold for the. Yo, the weather shifted, man.
You know, shifted
STO.
for a couple days. This shit for a couple days.
I don't know, bro. Ain't never been this hot in March. What they saying over there on the West Coast.
Oh yeah, well I seen some, but it was a time. I mean, I never lived there, or nothing, but it was a time that I always thought like over there, it was pretty warm year round. You know, very similar to like Florida weather. Now, of course, they
Oh,
get in the winter, the heavy winter months. They gonna get a few weeks of you know cool weather, but then that
right.
eventually just goes away. Then the rest of the
The,
year is pretty warm.
the weather people were saying it's not supposed to get. I think they were talking about Arizona. It's not supposed to get this hot. What hot, as hot as it is there until like usually June. They said March is like winter still. It's not supposed to be that hot. That's what they talking about. 107 is hot. I don't give a damn what time of year it is. That's crazy. What up,
Thank you,
Patrick?
Shannon. Patrick, my dog. What's happening?
Yeah, the heat hit 6 weeks early. Yeah. Woof.
Man, that's tough.
Stay cool, man.
It'd be hot.
Mm-hmm. What up, Andrew? It's
What's happening?
gonna be 90 in Arkansas on Friday. Well, I'll be damned. What up, BTG?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is.
But again, we gonna complain when it's hot. We gonna complain when it's cold.
Yeah, that's true. What up, Ghost Dog? What's going on, man?
Oh man, bro. How's everything going, man?
It's going, man. Going.
We wasn't in here Friday, you know.
Right.
I was doing a family thing. Zach just took the day off
Yep.
and he did his family thing because
Yep.
sometimes you gotta do that too. Sometimes you gotta do that. But I don't be caring what's going on when my baby's around. I'd be like, damn everything. I don't even
Right.
it
I
is
think he
what it
goes
is.
though. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. I got
AK
me a
level,
Taurus.
what's that?
A Taurus TX. Oh, okay. A Taurus TX 22 G2.
That's the Gen
That,
2.
that's is that? Oh, Gen 2. Okay, that's what it says.
He got the new one. He
Yeah,
got
yeah.
the
He said just order
he got
T-shirt.
that new.
Yeah, I thought he got that new Taurus. What's that? So we need our content, no days off.
Who said that?
Fam, fam.
Hey, that's fab. I let him do that. I am changing my video day though. So my content video day gonna be Thursdays now instead of Monday. I was doing every Monday. I decided to change to Thursday, and I made a couple more changes that you guys will see soon. But anyway,
Hey,
thank you,
Mario.
Shadow, for that. It's up on the screen right now. June
Thanks, Shannon.
11th to the 13th, Jacksonville, Florida. Arm six. Man, it's ramping up. It is
Yep.
ramping. I'm to the point now where I'm not even gonna say get your
I
tickets and get
know.
them sell no more because it's getting close. That's all I'm
Yep.
gonna say. I
Oh,
would be
snap.
shocked. I would be shocked if we make it out of this month with tickets.
Yeah, I think it's kind of busy, y'all.
I would be shocked. So we looking
Sneakers.
forward to a awesome event. We've pretty much listed most of the sponsors that we have now. I'm pretty sure there'll be a few more coming on board. Um, I mean, if y'all know how this works, we usually try to get, obviously some good companies to come out, which we do have. We have our women's conference. Make sure you get
Right.
registered for the women's I haven't checked registrations. I haven't checked anything in a week. So basically, today is kind of my first day back. Um, Thank you, Shanna. So today is kind of my first day. I mean, I kind of got back to it yesterday a little bit with emails and stuff, but so basically, you got to register for the women's conference. I'm gonna check registrations to see how they looking. I mean, you don't have to technically register to get in, but like if we do the ladies' t-shirts and all that stuff, then it might be wise to register so that they can have a head count of who's going to be, how many people are going to be there, approximately how many
Mm-hmm.
giveaways, things like that. Um,
Thanks,
it's
BTG.
you know what I'm saying, like that. That's why you want to register so
What
that
up,
if
Josh?
one of the companies
What up?
that's going to be attending or somebody like that, or if when they order lunch or whatever they do, I don't know. I don't really conduct
Right.
the women's conference like that, but whatever decides to be done or whatever's decided on, at least we have a head count. So please register at your earliest convenience. We'll try to get the link out there. CG, what's up?
You
Um,
see?
then we do our meet and greet exhibitor showcase. All the companies are gonna be setting up. We getting everything in order. You guys will probably get an email. If you didn't get it already, you'll get it tomorrow, I'm sure. Which will get you all the details. Like a lot of the questions that people ask, they'll start being answered. Like, where the range at? You know, what's this? What's that? You'll get all those answers in the email. So
Mm-hmm.
all that'll start happening. Um, we will have a photo booth set up. That is being brought to us by Taurus. Big shout out to Taurus for playing a major role this year. Um, they're our industry range day title sponsor, as well as our photo booth sponsor this year. So of
Yes.
course we're gonna do
Think
the
so.
photo booth. Shout out to Snap at You Photography. He's gonna supply the booth like we did last year. Oh my man, appreciate that, brother.
You
Hold
are
on, man.
correct, fam. You are correct.
Gotta give you just due. Hold on, let me find it. Wait, where it go? Where my stuff go?
Yeah, bro. What happened?
Oh no.
What happened?
It's gone. Wait a minute. I
What,
gotta do something.
I guess what means gone.
It's
Did you update
gone.
something?
My sounds are gone, bro.
Oh man.
But wait a minute. I think I might. I
You
don't know
don't
where
want
they.
to robot.
Oh,
I'm gonna
here
get
we
me
go.
one.
Wait a minute. Boom. Let me see. See if that worked.
What up, Big Zo? Zoski Love in the building. Favorite YouTube name.
Hmm.
Have to add in my opinion because RG2.
What
Yeah, Dr.
happened?
T. What's going on? He said he had to add in my opinion because you would have checked him. You would have tried to check him.
Oh, dang.
I want to hack Roblox. Ain't no way he's praising Taurus. I was just happy he was shouting them out, Ramsey. I wasn't
Who
saying that.
said, who said that?
Ramsey J. Says he said his account must be hacked. He ordered that TX22.
Oh, you
What up,
talking about
Mike?
Roblox?
Yeah, he was talking about Roblox. He said
Hey,
somebody must have hacked his.
you know how crazy it is. Um, you know how crazy it is that something could be so dope that no matter
Mhm.
how much you crap on that company, with that they when you want to say they got it right, they got the TX22 right.
Yeah, they did. They got it
From
right
the
for sure.
beginning, they got it right. And now with the FRTs and making them even more fun, all that stuff, that ain't all on tours, but the gun itself is a dog.
Roblox is the best 22 on the market.
It
I
is.
don't disagree.
I've been
Right.
saying that forever.
Yep. Yeah, what up, Zach?
Oh my God! Thank you, fam. I appreciate you, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back. Ooh, I had to go find it. I still got to get it loaded in the right places, man. Oh, there we go. Boom. Got him. All right, we straight now. All right, now I'm good. I'm back in action. But anyway, what I was saying is, big shout out to tourists, and I'm gonna always show any company love that gets behind this event and invest in it, be a sponsor. I appreciate that. So big shout out to them. Jacob Gray is also a sponsor this year, and they're also our trophy sponsor this year. So Jacob Gray is going to be responsible for Arm Award trophies. Um, what else? Obviously, Stellar Arms is our power sponsor. They were last year and they are this year. So,
All right. Cool set.
okay, man. So,
Mm.
that's right. Pull up to Jacksonville. Introduce yourself, because I ain't gonna. Sometimes I ain't gonna know. So there'll be a lot of people this year. I'm not gonna really know who you are.
My internet acting funny. See, it been acting funny since it went out over the weekend. Yeah, I see it cleared up now.
Zoski Love in the building. What's happening, my brother?
Hopefully, it don't go out
Um.
again.
So that's
Oh,
Friday night. Friday night is the official meet and greet, exhibitor showcase. So that's where we all mix and mingle. I kind of skipped Thursday, which I shouldn't because Thursday should be really dope this year. Because when we looked at the hotel list, hey Zach, what's up? Oh, ugly dude. Anyway, when we looked at the hotel list, everybody is booked on Thursday.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
they
want to
are
say everybody, but boy, when I say a large percentage of the
majority.
total number is booked on Thursday. So That means Thursday night finna be lit. So
Oh
I'm
yeah.
excited about that. We're gonna get out more information about um the river taxi to see the city on the boat. You know, for people that might want to do that, and then we do sip and chat on the deck by the pool. We just gonna take over. We're gonna have a lot of fun. That'll be Thursday night, and then like I said, Friday you have the women's conference in the morning. We still setting up times. Community range day will happen on Friday, and then on Friday night, meet and greet exhibitor showcase. Saturday morning, industry range day. You don't bring nothing. You just come out and shoot all the brands guns. We got some dope stuff coming out there. I can't. I want to shout out to Layer X Suppression for being our moment of silence sponsor. Coming out there
Mm-hmm.
with the Strike of Nine and some new stuff that I think they're gonna have coming out. I hear they got a really nice can. I haven't had a chance to check their stuff out yet, but I keep hearing people talk about it. So hey, it's I'm excited to see what they bring to the table, as well as TDS Gunworks will be out there. So Trenton will have a lot of stuff out there that he's done for people. What's going on, Jimmy Walker? Miami
Hey,
International Guns, I mean Arms, I'm sorry, will be out there
what up,
along with
Boston?
stuff from a really bad design. Shout out to Dan down there in Miami. And that's just some of or Armament will be out there showcasing that SLR 9 and some of the other. He told me he got some new stuff coming. So range day gonna be crazy on industry range day. Shout out to the Gun Food coming back as a sponsor again. Big shout out to
Mr. Biggs, what
um,
up?
NAGA back on board. NRA is playing a big role this year. We got a president of the NRA speaking this year. Oh, it's just I'm excited about the whole thing, man. I'm excited to see all of y'all, you know, above all. So I hope y'all ready. And then on Saturday night, you already know what it is. The Arm Awards 2026. This is gonna be fun. This is
Straight.
gonna be fun. We have surpassed all of our previous years in terms of votes. So that's exciting. That means the community has grown a great deal. We've incorporated a lot of people from Instagram. Um, the voting went crazy. We're gonna have a lot of influencers in the building this year. That's good for them as well as the brands that'll be there. I left out a lot of brands. I know it's right now we have over 18 confirmed brands. So hopefully, we'll see how many more come on board. What else? Um, I'm missing something. I feel like, but whatever it is, we'll figure it out. Oh, if you are a um, influencer or
I
nominee
don't know.
for award and you needed to
Shit.
get gas tickets, you only have 2 more days to do so. You
Yep.
got tomorrow and Friday, and that's it. There will be no more discounted gas tickets available. That'll go away. So make sure you get that. The shirts are on sale, the official meetup shirts. Everybody who ordered shirts, now that we have the sponsors and the back is actually done. So all shirts will ship on or before April 1st. So you're going to get them to your house. So if you want to order a shirt, get your orders in. You got time, but
Oh,
everybody will
bro.
have them, so you can just bring them to the meetup with you. Shout out to everybody that ordered both. Uh-oh.
Yep. Salute.
Oh my God! Oh, it's good now. Watch out. Appreciate you, that meat talks. Thank you very much. Hit the target. Hit the target. Um, let me see what else. And if y'all got any questions, man, if it's something that if you attended, why you echoing, bro? You got YouTube on somewhere?
No. I'm echoing.
Something. Check, check, check. 1, 2. Yep, it's definitely coming from your side. You know
Bro,
what
I
I
don't
bet
hear
it
no.
is? You got a speaker. You got a speaker that comes out, right? That's how you hear me, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's probably going through your mic when I talk, and then coming out your speaker with that little delay.
That's
Do y'all
weird.
hear echo, or is it just me? I'm gonna see if anybody out in the chat here echo.
Cause I don't hear an echo.
I hear it. It's weird. Yeah, BTG say he hear it.
I don't know if I believe him.
Somebody else got to say it. Oh, maybe I just hear it then.
Devil Rose say either, but then Shanna say
Yeah, I'm
she
gonna say
hear.
I
I
hear
don't
it.
hear no. I don't hear an echo. I heard it, but it stopped. I heard it. What up, Tick Wayne?
All right, just let me know I ain't crazy now. Oh, I'm trying to think of some of the questions that I was supposed to answer. Okay, somebody was asking me about the awards dinner, the sneaker ball. What is the dress code? So yeah, just leave that on. That's the air, but at least it ain't echoing. Um, the sneaker ball. So I don't want to say there's no dress code, but there's no dress code. Like it's sort of like just be clean, like and wear some nice sneakers. That's all. It's a sneaker ball. There's a lot of cameras running, so you want to at least be camera friendly if you can do that. You ain't got to be casket sharp. I don't like to say casket sharp, but I said it. But just be clean, man. That's it.
The fuck is that?
Zoski love, we ain't gonna remember what sneakers you wore last year. Yeah, man, we know that, boss player. Yeah, I mean, fully aware of that. Like, um, I don't know. I can't tell you the NRA's intentions, but I can tell you that I have honest communication with them, and we understand the reputation, and we know what's going on in the past. But here we go. That's to me, that is a way to show that you want to create some level of diversity within the NRA and make it be legitimate. So you got to have some skin in the game. So what better place to be at than a regular meetup, right? It's the only one of its kind. We don't have any other events like this in our industry, so it is what it is. So walk in looking like the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, your stuff is annoying, bro. I'm gonna mute you till you talk, man. Do y'all hear that? Am I the only one that hear that? It sound like the wind blowing.
Oh,
Like
hold
I
on,
hear it
bro.
now,
Oh, wait.
and I stopped it.
I'm seeing up on the top that says music, like it's some music going on. So I just paused it. Do you hear it now?
Yep,
Something was playing. It's like,
it's got something to do with that microphone.
oh no.
The air, right? Yeah, static air, same thing. What up, Wally?
What up, Walt? Hmm.
See, it don't happen when you had the other mic on. You don't have an external mic
I mean,
or
I would find it.
AirPods.
Hold on, Rick. I do got AirPods. Let me see. Hold on. See what happens.
Look, when you stop, it just changes the whole sound of the live. That was me muting it.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You're a little lower, but I hear you. A lot less
Yeah.
noise.
Still, right.
Still hear it.
Might be time for
Still
a new
hear it.
computer.
In this thing. He said it's the
Some
lizard
lizard
people,
people.
man. um, let me see. Let me think. So yeah, that's it on the sneaker ball. Um, we will have opportunity for people to be presenters at the awards show. So we'll correspond all that stuff, and you'll get that information if that's something you're interested in. If you can't attend and you want to find a way to get involved and help out with the event, there's two ways you can do it. You can go to the ticket, you can go to the site like you buying a ticket, go to regularmeetup.com, hit buy tickets here, go on there. There's a area where you buy tickets or you can donate. That's one way. Another way is you can buy a ticket and donate a ticket. You could tell us, hey, I want to buy a ticket and donate it to somebody. That's always a way to help out and then help somebody else to get to the event. Or you could just donate to the event if you just wanted to find a way to help, even if it was a product. Like, say you can't make it and you had something that you thought was dope that was new you want to give away. Because we do tons of giveaways at this every year. And this year won't be any different. TK, what up?
What up, TK?
Got to go to the Nomad. Go to a regularmeetup.com and check it out.
That's weird. It's weird.
Can we talk price on YouTube? What price? Price for what?
Yeah, what you talking about? I eat ice cream by the tub, not spoon. Okay.
So, man, let's get to it, man. I think we went over everything. So, I want to ask. We're gonna pose some questions tonight. Um, just, I guess, normal. I don't know how normal they are, but y'all tell me. So let's ask this. I'm gonna ask a tough question. The first question is tough
Damn,
because
TK, get better.
yeah, you got to keep living now. I don't say you're fighting for your life. Just get better. Take some Robitussin. That cure everything, and Alka-Seltzer. That'll do it. That'll do
Robitussin
it.
and Alka-Seltzer.
I'm about to ask a tough question though, bro, and I'm gonna ask it to you first.
Okay.
And it's just a question.
What up, Chanda?
I wonder sometimes myself, and I want to know what you guys think honestly. So, bro, you first.
Hmm.
Do
Okay.
you think that the 2A industry, right, as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that there's respect for the black dollar, or do you think it's kind of disregarded, or do you think it's not taken as serious, or what do you think?
I mean, honestly, I think it's taken seriously in some places and some others not.
Okay.
And I think people who really out to get money, they're gonna take it seriously because there's a lot of money there. But then you have another group of people. Doesn't matter how much money we spend, they're not gonna take us seriously. It doesn't matter. So I think there's some of both. I
Okay.
can't just I don't want to use a broad brush and just say no they don't. I don't agree with that. I think there's some that do and some that don't.
So, do you think this is just generally speaking?
What up,
If
Dave?
if we didn't spend the money that we do, do you
Hmm.
think it would be missed, or do you think it's such a small percentage that it's the feeling that they don't need that money?
No, I don't think so. I think it would be missed. I don't think it's such a small percentage. I think that we have brought life into an industry that they always complaining about that its sales are down. This has happened, and like always, we come along and save stuff. We started spending money, and things started going up. That's the history of this country.
Mm.
We always revitalize something. Always.
I'm
Good or
trying to
bad,
read. I'm
we
trying to read the
revitalize it.
comments as well. I'm just curious. I think sometimes, um, I see it. I comment it and I say it a lot because I think that I don't
I
think,
get it.
I know we spend a ton of money a
Yep.
ton of money in this industry. And I don't
I
know.
think she said, "How would you?" Michelle said, "How would you measure that?"
Well, okay, so for instance,
Thank you, Thomas. Somebody will still dislike, hate,
um,
disrespect, and often. Right,
so
right,
so so
teach.
here, so okay, Michelle. So here's the truth, and a lot of people,
I don't know,
it's
Ramsey.
it gets so bad, it gets to a point where um, a lot of us are afraid to say words like black, which has always baffled me from day one. It's like people are afraid to say words like black, like we're as if
They whisper. They whisper it.
it's it whisper. It's so uncomfortable in the industry that if you ever when you mention race, you feel like you're going to ruffle the wrong feathers and you're going to mess up your business because sometimes people have to, a lot of people will do a
Hello,
lot of
Maurice.
bootlicking and moonwalking and
Hmm.
tap dancing,
And biscuit
you know,
eating and shuffling and
to
cooning
be
and every other
accepted.
damn
And
thing.
you see it so much. Um, and people say, well, why do people always got to bring race into things? And I'm just saying, all I ever say is it exists. And
We live.
you being naive, and I ain't gonna even call you naive. You just turning a blind eye to it. If you
We,
think
we,
that
we live in America,
there's not a cultural disconnect, it exists. Like if you it exists. We
bro. We
would
live
be,
in we live in America.
yeah, yeah. It's funny because we were talking about NRA, and when I was talking to the president of NRA, and this is more recent. I told you about it, bro. The recent phone conversation. This is not the meeting. This was a more recent phone conversation.
Ramsey J,
And
that's not true. What you just
what?
said is not true. He said something about Target. Look, we still no. We actually affected what Target was doing, and Target made some concessions and did some things. You should go research that. They did actually do some things that were demanded of them. That's not true. What you just said wholly is
Uh,
not.
but what I was going to say is about a conversation that I had recently, and I won't get all the way into it, but I think it kind of led to having him
Well,
come and speak at the
what up,
award show.
Black King?
Because what I want to see is how do people look at it, right? Um, how do people look at having the NRA involved? I thought I looked at something and I said I don't know how true it is, but I guarantee you that we are one. What up, Black King? We are one of a
I don't know.
very small number of events that's ever happened where you have the NRA and NAGA on the same bill.
Right,
Now here go the thing: NRA and NAGA ain't got no beef, right?
right.
It's just two different organizations. They serve totally different purposes. One thing about NAGA and Phil is he's unapologetically black, and
He
he
sure
wants to
is.
encourage black ownership, black gun ownership. Has nothing to do with being against any other race. Any and everybody is welcome to join NAGA, but the organization was created for black people
Right.
at the end of the day because we are a minority, we are underserved. A lot of stuff, and there's so much that's tailored to us. They never say it. I remember hearing this
Right.
one time.
Big.
Like you might get a company say, "Listen, we'll go ahead and get behind this or sponsor something to do it," but they want to align themselves with you at all. But oftentimes when they do the other events, they up in arms. You see, they posting all over their socials. This is where we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
be. This is what we're doing. But when it comes to doing our events, you don't see that.
No.
You rarely see it. They sponsor, they'll like it. They might put it on
Well,
the story, but they're not gonna post that. Hey, this is where we're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like oftentimes you don't see that. You don't
mm-hmm.
get that type of push, and it's always like pulling teeth. I say this every year. It's like pulling teeth. Like That's why you always hear me say, um, or press the issue about being grateful for when people do come on and sponsor, because it's not easy to get um, people to spend money. I just say what it is. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They'll, any, and this is pretty much in any organization and any type of business, not just firearms, but um, they'd be quick to give you product. You know what I'm saying? Send
Mm-hmm.
out product, but nobody wants to cut a check. Nobody wants to spend no money. They'll talk every way around actually spending money.
Being pro-black means anti. And gun guy, right? But that's how they always do us. Anytime we're pro whatever, and I'm talking about black people. Anytime we're pro-black, we're always labeled as anti something else. We are the only group in this country that happens to. They don't do that to anybody else. If we say we pro-black, there's a problem. That means you anti something else. You against something. We're the only group they do that to. The
What
only
do you want
group.
me to spell, Buck?
What do you say, bro?
He said, "Spell that, please." I don't know what he meant though. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I don't know.
I don't know what I
Yeah,
said
that's
that needed spelling. I probably can't spell anyway.
that's the we
Yeah.
are that's our history in this country is different than everybody else's. Everybody else's. They always try to equate this with that. No, Black Americans, our history is different in this country in relations to this country than every other group in this country. All of them. We can fight about it if you want.
Not tonight. So what we're gonna do is keep asking, some more questions. But that was just one of them. Um, so I think it's cool. So that's why you'll hear me shout out the companies that do rock with us, because that says a lot to me in an industry like this. Because oftentimes, if the tables will turn, some of the stuff that we see that comes directly from some of these companies, um, there's never any repercussions for it. This is what it is. They, a company could do something that's clearly racist and crazy, and we say, "Oh man, you know how it is.
I
Just
know
gotta
you are. I know you
just
are,
gotta
Jason.
just gotta take it with a gang of salt. I mean, what is it? With a
Calling you
grain
by
of
your
salt.
name on that one. Yep.
Just
It's
gotta
like
take
I
it with.
like see what I see what Siege says, and Siege, I get that. I totally agree with you, but I think you have to make space to let them do it too. Let them do it. So I don't fight about blackness anymore. There's always a place that likes me and my. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. What up, integrity? You
Yeah,
said
that's
something
all
too. I
I be
was trying
saying,
to read
Walt
it.
E. That's exactly what I be saying, bro. I salute all the companies that support what we have going on, because I can tell you something. There's just not a lot of so what happens is we and this will segue me into another question. Do you think we, black people, this is us, this is a question I'm asking internally, and all my white friends out here in the chat listening too, y'all can just chime in. Do you think we as a people, and I'm speaking, we'll keep it to a space now, but in general, are too competitive?
You said too competitive.
Yeah, we too competitive. We will compete before
You
we
mean amongst each other?
amongst each
You
other,
mean amongst each other?
amongst each other.
Yeah, I think that is a mentality that was bred into us. Honestly, that we have to fight against. You go when you ask that question. That's a deep question, bro.
It
It's a
is
deep
right. Like
question.
like 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 sometimes it's to our own detriment,
It is.
right?
We
Like
haven't. I think the thing we haven't learned how to have, and I'll say this not. I don't in certain pockets we have, but as a broader community, I don't think we've learned how to have a good old boys network. You understand what I'm saying?
100%. Well, and you think about it. Well, from from the inception of my YouTube channel, right? From day one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's always been about respecting the next individual. This is coming from me specifically. Like I've always been that guy. Like if you come through this channel and you say what's up or we chop it up, and this has been from day one. This is before
What up, Jay?
we got a little bit of notoriety and things started to grow a little bit more, and we started to meet up and all that. I'm just talking about from day one. Guys like Jason out there will tell you. There's a few other
Mm-hmm.
guys that have been around a long time. Zach's one of them as well. I've always been we listen, and this ain't about taking no credit, but we started this whole when people come in live chats, you speak.
Mm-hmm.
When you
Made him
come in the
speak.
live, everybody speaks to everybody by name. We started that. No, see, I always challenge people like nobody. You could never ever go replay a live stream prior to this one where this was happening,
Thank you,
where it
Jordan.
was so, where it's always been so community. I always been like that because to me, power's in numbers, right? Like if you understand that we could all win. Like it's not hard. That's why you never see me move in a jealous way. You never see me move in a weird way with people, and I don't tolerate weirdness around me. I don't play with me, don't disrespect me because I'll never do it to you.
That's right.
So as long as we can keep it, if I can lead by example, you don't have to talk about it. Just lead by example. I just show people respect when I see them. I always be myself. I like to joke. I tell
Mm-hmm.
you, boy, I tell you, you got a big ass head. You might tell me the same thing because I wear size 8. I ain't offended. We're gonna have fun. Smiles are
What up,
contagious. If
Alonzo?
we can make each other laugh and go have a ball. They say, man, somebody's asked me, like, hey man, what is this meetup thing? What is a regular meetup? Like, what is it about though? What's the purpose it serve? I was like,
Hey,
it's,
Papa's babies.
I was like, we just want to go enjoy ourselves. Hey, baby, 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 baby. I don't know which one of y'all it is, but hey, um, it's just a place you come and enjoy yourself. That's it. Um,
It's a size
hey,
eight.
hey,
Who's size eight?
chill out, guy. Ain't nobody
What are you
asked you
talking
nothing.
about?
It's not a question.
Oh, I'm like,
I'm
wait.
not talking about no hat, man. Hey,
What up, Jay?
why y'all got to keep typing it?
Yeah, I'm like, where'd that come from anyway?
Because I said it when I was just saying, because I meet somebody and be like, boy, you got a big ass head, boy. Even though I do too. Like it is what it is.
That's
But
right,
like,
Jay.
man, listen,
That's right.
this is why it works. When people hear us talk about this, I'm gonna tell you this right here. If you ever hear somebody of color say anything negative regarding like a regular meetup in this event that we do, you should smack them,
Yep.
and you should get away from them as fast as you can. Hey, dude, you're not funny, man. Don't get blocked though. But look, that's what I'm saying though. But to me, that type of stuff right there is what it's
What
all
up, boss
about.
player? Salute
But
the capital.
so I only say this to y'all, like, listen, man, it is so much to enjoy out here. It is so much opportunity. It is so this is a cool environment, man. We get to talk about things that we love. We get to we
What
all
up,
got this
pops?
thing in common with these guns and stuff like this. And then there's, you're gonna always have people that's that has a different motive or has a different or a different ulterior motive.
To
Um,
music, we can't get together. That's right.
yeah, man, listen, I'm telling you, bro, I'll tell you right now. I used to go sit down. I really want to call them out too. You know what? I'm gonna say it
Thank
because
you, Alonzo.
the guy who asked me don't work there no more. So I'm gonna just say the company.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna keep it a being. I was sitting down. I went to Canic, of all companies. Now you know how much money we spend with Canic.
A lot.
Now shout out to the
Personally.
guys because they rock
What
with
up,
me.
Mr. Daniels?
This wasn't really on them because I think they did the right thing later on. But I was talking to them about the meetup, but this was like last year, whatever. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it- Leading up to armed 4 or 5. I can't remember which one. Long story short, the guy we go in the office and stuff, and we talking about. He's asking me about the event. I got my iPad. I'm showing him everything from the event. He was like, "Hey man, he said, let me ask you. He said, let me ask you one question." I was like, "What's up? Anything?" He
What
said,
up, have it?
he said, "Is this event safe?"
Oh Lord. Oh, I hate that question.
And I said,
Oh,
and I said, mind you, he was black.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
He don't work there no more. But
Right. Oh, already? Right. Damn.
whatever happened happened shortly after that. But and I didn't snitch on him none. But he asked me that, and I said to him, my response was, "What made you just ask me that?" And he said, "No, like
Oh, you
I'm
start
just."
stuttering.
Yeah, he
Start
like, "No,
stuttering.
I'm looking on." I'm like, "Did you see something?" I was like, because I was showing pictures from the event, some video clip stuff. I'm like, "Did you see something that looked unsafe?"
Right.
He was like, "No, no, but I did see like some people that might have like a couple reputations." And I'm like, "Who are some people? Who'd you see? Tell me." I'm trying to get them to talk. Like, what do you see? What are you saying? Because now I'm getting mad now. Like,
Buck dancing.
explain it to me. Um, what are you saying? And he goes, "No, I mean you don't think it's a fair question? It's only
Hell
fair
no.
if you hear. Did you ask Shasho? We was at Shasho. Did you ask Shasho? Was
Mm-hmm.
it safe before
Mm-hmm.
y'all spent all that money to be here?"
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Shasho's established. I just told you we've been doing this 5 years. We established too. What what are you saying? And I'm like, I said I get to explaining like that's a part of the problem. Like, um, but you know what, y'all? That's not the first time somebody asked me that.
The very first one that pissed me off, bro, was Nashville, and you know who said it, and it was the way that it was said. It was afterwards, because it was
Yeah,
a
somebody
big
posted on
thing
IG,
made of
not
that.
posted on IG, but it was in a DM or something.
No, 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 no. It was said in person, to us. It
I don't
wasn't a
remember.
DM.
Oh,
You know who it is. You know who it is.
well, this is the thing though. It ain't the first time that it was said. But one, y'all know Zach got an attitude problem anyway. But one thing
Indigenous.
we
What up?
always make it a point to do when if somebody asks that is we check the person that asks us that, and it don't matter who they are.
Don't give a
See,
damn.
don't care who it is. I don't care how big the company is, what level the person is at the company. If you ask me that, I'm gonna ask you, do you ask everybody that? Because I see you at all this. I'm at an event talking to you. Did you ask them that? Because you don't. You only do that when you feel like it's a bunch of black people in the building. I don't know where that comes from. Like, I really don't know. And I
Nah,
say,
Black
well,
King.
sometimes
There's
people,
such a thing as discretion
yeah,
too, man.
I'm telling
There's
you,
such
bro.
a
And
thing as
sometimes people will say stuff,
discretion.
and it's hard for me to determine if it's harmful, if they mean harm,
Right.
or if it's just they innocently don't know, right? Like they ask me something like, no, they don't ask me nothing. They'll be talking and they'll say, "Do you think do you think your people will like it if we wait. But your
Right.
people, what do you mean?" I don't understand. Like I'm real. I'm quick with it too. What do
What
you
up,
mean?
Bobby?
I don't understand what you mean by your
Eh,
people. No, I mean like your community. Well, I don't have a community, right?
right.
Like people, they love to do that. Your community. I don't have a community, right? Now trust me, there's a lot of people that support me. There's a lot of people that rock out with us. There is a I like to call like an immediate family of us, a core that's been
Right.
around for a all the time that's always in and around the chats and all of that.
Right. What you
But
mean, you people? Right. Your people.
yeah, so like I just you know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen, man, the your people that you're referring to is the 2A community. This is people that buy firearms of all types, at all
It
levels,
is.
right? And believe
Mm-hmm.
it or not, contrary to popular belief, we not all black.
Right. We not. They
We just
just
make up
assume.
the majority. Black people make up the majority of what we
Right.
do, but we're not all black. And guess what? We show everybody the same amount of love. Ask any person that's
That's
not
right.
black that's ever been around us, whether it be from this YouTube, the live, or the meetup in person. Ask
I
them
see
if
you,
we
Jason.
ever made them feel out of place, with the exception of Jason. We always make him feel out of place. But anybody else, ask them. Nobody's ever came around us or came around the event and felt out of place.
The thing is, bro, is that, and I'm gonna backtrack a little bit to when you were talking to the brother at Shah Show. There is a conditioning that happens, even to black folks. So how much more do you think for white folks? There's a conditioning that happens. It happens to all of us, and some people break outside of it, and some people don't. There is a stigma that's put on stuff when it has something to do with black people. Oh, if it's a black-owned business, they charge too much. Oh, if it's some sort of show, the production ain't good. The only times that it doesn't seem to be like that is if it comes to sports and music. But any other
Hmm.
time, it's something else. And it's there's a conditioning because they just want us to be entertainment. That's something else too. But there is a conditioning that's done. We live in America. That's what it is. What up, Coy? What up, Bullyproof?
What up? What up?
That's what it is. That's why that brother would talk to you and say, "Hey, is it safe?" Because he's
Yeah,
conditioned.
because you asked me that question, you making me nervous. What you mean?
Right.
This is safe. I don't understand what you're saying. Like, I don't get it. What is there to not be safe? Do you know? Do
That's
you
right. Siege.
know
It is exhausting.
that I've been to events with majority white people, enjoyed myself, had a ball, but boy, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
see unsafe stuff.
Bro, you wanna
That
to go back to the root
never
of it?
goes public.
You know why they have all of those safety rules and protocols and stuff? It wasn't because we did anything. It's because they was doing a bunch of stupid shit. That's why
Hmm,
they have those rules. I go back to the root of it. That's why they have those rules because they was doing dumb shit. It wasn't because of anything we was doing. So
that's
just
crazy.
chew on that.
That's crazy. And then somebody like I know somebody was asking about like the even with NRA. Somebody said, "Oh man, NRA sponsor you. Um,
That's
you know
right.
you're gonna
So
get a lot of backlash for that." I wish a
why?
mother backlash me,
Right.
whatever that means.
And my thing is my thing is why? Why should there be backlash? Putting your money where your mouth is. I'm conditioned to put my foot. Bro, you got action.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Yeah, yeah. Appreciate you, that brother. Appreciate you, Philly Slow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good looking. Yeah, man. I mean, but it's good. Listen, it's always good conversation. Trust and
What
believe,
up, Tank?
because I've met good people of all races in this business. I have. I promise I have. I can't.
Time?
I can't.
Hollywood.
You have to. I'm one of these people that you have to make me not like you. Has nothing to do with what color you are. You would have to do something to me or do something that makes me not like you. And that go for anybody, right? I ain't
Yeah,
just waking up.
he's a really likable. Y'all don't. I think y'all might not know that about him. Really,
Talk about
he's
me.
really. Yeah, I think he's really diplomatic. He's
Yeah, I,
really
I
because
don't. I don't have any
he
problem.
talks me because I won't like you in a minute. He'll talk me down. What up, tactical chef? Y'all might not know that about him.
No, man, I'm good. On the flip side of that, I don't play. I don't play with nobody.
Right, right. And he don't
That's
take no bullshit either.
That's it. It's so simple, ain't it, man? It's just black and white. Ain't no
Yep.
gray area. Yo, Ty, what up, big dog? Shout out to all the instructors out there.
That's right. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, same here, Thomas. I don't.
Yeah,
I
Thomas, I
judge a
agree.
person right. If I let you be an asshole if that's what you're gonna be. If you're gonna be a good guy, cool. I'm cool with you. If you're gonna be an asshole, then I treat you accordingly. It is what it is.
Major Havoc, that's true, man. You think about it. Like
That's
if
true, Major Havoc.
you meet some people, and I tell these stories oftentimes, or we tell these stories because they are relevant. They are relevant to culture. They are relevant
Wow.
to race.
You see what Bullyproof said? It's conditioning, man. It's conditioning.
That's how it be, bro. But it's always going to be a thing where, um, that's funny too. Because I used to joke about that. Like you go to events, they'd be like, "Well, but it's just a bunch of mag dumping." That's
But yeah,
that's what range days are at the end of the day.
right. Everybody out there mag dumping.
What range day you go to where they not basically just mag dump? Like what what else are you doing?
Right, bro.
You
Bro,
got a target?
everybody
Yeah,
out there, pop, pop,
yeah.
pop,
You
pop.
do what we doing? So it's sort of like, man, you kind of like that's weird to say. Um,
Yeah,
but what I
it
was gonna
is.
say too is like, we'll get there. I watch now. Listen, this year was so interesting to me. You got guys like Major Havoc, great example. He comes around and he stops in and chop it up with us, and something will keep him coming back, right? Because it feels like a place where I could sit around and just talk shit to people, and we can just kick it. We can laugh. We can, we have
Mm-hmm.
this gun thing in common. We can learn from one another. This is something we listen, y'all. We've been doing this now for 5 years.
Yep,
Nothing's changed. Like this has been going on for 5 years, where we just get in these chats and we just talk. We learn so much from one another. That's how the meetup was started.
that's right. That's right.
See, I have been watching this channel for a long time. Unfortunately, I hate to say I've seen more of us do things against this channel than white people. It's funny.
It's true.
There have been more black content creators stabbing. That is true. That is true. You do see. He not lying, Roadblock. Like not. It ain't as bad. But listen to this, man. Let me say this. In the industry, no matter what industry you're in, this ain't just the gun industry, but in any industry, you're gonna have people that just ain't gonna get along with people, right?
Right.
I mean, that makes sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna come across a lot of people. Sometimes people may have disagreements or misunderstandings, um, and they don't rock with each other. Sometimes people just don't see eye to eye. There may be a thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing you won't get from me is like I'm not in the business of trying to knock the next guy, right?
Right.
And it's probably I can count on one hand people that I don't necessarily see eye to eye with. But can't nobody tell you that I'm gonna be running around trying to stop them from doing something or stop their money or hating on them or talking crazy. I don't do that. That's sucker shit to me. Like I don't do that. Like I think that's weak. I've had people do it to me.
Yep. You said it right, bro. That's sucker shit.
It had got so bad with me one time. The sponsors started looking like people that were sponsoring the channel and the event be like, well, it's getting to be that time of the year. This is when the haters come out. That's what they were saying to me. They were starting to notice it. Like every time that we get close to the event, somebody have something going on. But you see how it all kind of stopped,
Yep.
right? Because I figured it out. I figured it out. It took a lot of coaching. It took a lot of support. People coming calling me and schooling me, right? Because I'd be ready to
What up,
react.
Romel?
But after a while I figured it out. And what I figured out was if I just my favorite phrase, stay out the way,
Mm-hmm.
it shuts down all of that. Right? Because
Yep.
it start making people look stupid. If you say something weird about him and he ain't said nothing, then we know who the
Right.
problem. If you start trying to
That's
post
right.
subliminal stuff or you got something weird to say about him, then now we know who the problem is. I made it easy for people to point to where the problem was coming from. But as long as I engage, I'm part of the problem.
Thank you, gun guy. Thank you. And that is that's what you got to do. That's that's the history of us, man.
It's crazy that you got to do that too, because I'd be quick to be like, "What up?"
Yep.
But then you just had to learn, like, nah, man, just be easy, and then you really see what it is. And I'm drama free now for what? A couple years? we've been, we've been good. We've been
Bro,
rolling.
you I always told you, you moved and you moved us all out the way. I always tell you that. And that's what you
That's
did.
true.
You moved and put us
That's
all out the way.
everything just kind of took a
Yep.
backseat. So, but I appreciate the love. Like, and so many people in and around this community saw a lot of things. Um, saw me go through some stuff, but then everybody stuck with me.
Yo, all you gotta do is be who you are. Just be
This is
yourself.
this is this is one of the most supportive communities I've ever seen. Supportive group of
Yep.
people, like overall, because you'll see people that'll say like you might know somebody that don't necessarily rock with me, and again, you can count them people on one hand, but you'll still see people in the community will still go and follow them. They follow them. They still like them. It ain't like a this ain't a loyalty game. Nobody owes me no loyalty. Like I don't, and personally, I don't care. The only time you'll catch me caring is if somebody's on some different type of time with me and you co-sign it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then I put you in the same boat, right? Now you on the fence. We pushing you to the other side. That's how I feel. But as long as you show me the same respect that I show you, I don't care. I can't tell no grown people what to do. I don't care what nobody do.
That's right. That's on you.
Appreciate you, Mike. So, hmm, we see a lot of people. Anybody in here USCCA instructors?
The faster you run in the race, the more wind blows against you. But that's what makes the wind. All right, Showtime.
I don't know how deep that was, but it was interesting.
Yeah, I'm like, all right.
Hey, Showtime just did a what him say. He'd be like,
Right. I'm listening. I'm like, all right. Yeah.
look, he'd be like, that's like saying, the turtle goes slow, but in his mind he's moving fast. So he's where he's going before he gets where he's at to be where he's on his way to. And that's an
What him
actual
say?
factual opinion.
All right. That's what. What him say? Hmm.
Oh, damn, that's funny, man.
What
Where
up,
my
Tank?
long time? Where are my
Our
long
growth in
time?
Europe is very different over there, and how we look at each other. I think it's almost insane on the culture here in the U.S. compared to Europe. Wow, there isn't a division like we have. Yeah, the history of Europe isn't the same as the history of the United States. That's why, tactical chef. What up, Billy? Hey, moving like a panther. All right. Yeah, moving like a panther. What up, KD?
KD, what up?
You
Billy,
give
what
me the
up?
energy we need.
Moving like a panther. Hey, shout out to KD. Me and KD done sat down, man, and had some
2 times
man
what?
long long chop it ups, and I
Mm-hmm.
think sometimes when you can exchange game amongst brothers, you can learn a lot. You'll see. I'm always open to listen. Katie,
That's what.
I've heard you speak on this before.
Oh,
Um,
Skilly?
Katie don't call herself an instructor. You ever heard him say that?
No. No. I mean, yes, I've heard him say that. Yes, he doesn't
You've
call
heard him
himself an
say that
instructor.
he doesn't call himself an instructor.
Yes. Yes, I've heard him say it.
Um,
Talking negative. It's true, bulletproof.
he 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 always says he's a coach. I
Right.
learned a lot from I be taking his classes on Instagram. He don't even know it. Like I just be, soaking up. I just be soaking up together. But no, he actually he cool, man. He be on it. What do you think about the state of us being able to teach one another, train more, learn more?
What you mean, bro?
Like, so I just saw at least 15 people that we
Mm-hmm.
have in this chat right now
Mm-hmm.
that are certified instructors, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many people are instructors but have only been in the guns 3 years or less? And I'm not saying that like something is wrong with it. I'm just asking sincerely.
Oh, I'll put it in the chat.
Like I'm asking that sincerely. Like
It's out there, Katie.
Skilly, what up, big dog?
The skill
So
you there in the building. Uh oh. Watch out now. It's hard to fill a cup that's already full. I'm just trying to back you up a little bit. I love it. Keep sending them out there, Hollywood.
because you have um in our industry, bro, because when I've had
Plan
my
on getting
permit
your license this
about
summer.
3 years. I plan on getting
Okay.
my instructor license this summer.
Nice,
Okay.
nice. See that?
So,
Oh, there we go.
what up?
What's going on, fam? I'm sorry.
What up,
It's,
KD?
Ain't
not
nothing
much,
to it.
man. Not much.
You
Uh,
see,
I
if
mean,
I was stereotyping right now, I would assume you on your way to go commit a crime. But me knowing you, I know that's not
yeah.
true. So I'm just going off of what
Hey,
stereotype would
we
say.
all
Black man, in a hoodie.
we now we all come from a place, but we have to go to different heights in life. So this ain't that no more.
You
That's right.
sound like you underwater,
You
bro.
know. Do I? Hold on, let me see.
Why your audio sound like that?
Because I might be. Let me get off this Bluetooth.
Is that better?
Much better.
There you go.
Much better. What's good, man?
Say, no, I can't hear you.
Oh man.
You having old man
Let me see.
technology
Hold on, man.
issues?
That's all I'm gonna say. That's one stereotype about this boy.
Am I still on this thing?
Yeah.
That's right. Confidence. Shout out to Confidence Reloaded,
Oh,
man. You get 1,000
Hold on.
tests.
I'm trying to
congratulations.
get y'all back in this here, right?
Congratulations, Shonda.
Congrats to you. That is dope. That is not an easy thing to do. So
No, it's not. I
congratulations
remember
to
when
you.
I hit 1,000. I remember that. That was great.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
And shot, don't take it personal if I don't join you live because I'm not. I'm think I be front. I don't really be on YouTube like that unless I'm working. I really
I
don't.
didn't.
But when I
I
do,
didn't get a
the
not.
stuff
I
I
didn't
watch
get a
you.
notification. I didn't get a notification because I would have definitely jumped on there.
Yeah, I would have definitely said what's up. If I would have been on at the time, I would have said something. But no, I think that's good, man. One of the hardest things to do in that world is be consistent. You know, it's tough.
I do have the bell, John. I have the bell on everybody that I follow. A lot of stuff doesn't come through. I switched through profiles too, but I didn't get anything because I would have definitely got on there. He said, "Someone help me on, please." This always happens.
You think it just be we just click this link and we gone. Don't never work.
Oh, that's funny.
No, that's dope, man. I'm happy. I'm happy, and that is a feat, man.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
She be working. She be working. Been in the gun game 50 years.
Yeah, Major Havoc, you've been in the gun game a long time, sir.
You know what, man?
Shout out to you.
I
50
respect brothers
years.
like that because
Yep.
it ain't much he hadn't seen.
No.
You know, so you could ask that question to him. You know, when you be like, man, what about this or what about that? You know, he's a good guy that you can turn to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes you don't get sometimes notifications can be weird on YouTube for whatever reason.
You hear us, Katie?
Yeah, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Mega, what up, dog?
What up, nigga? Yeah,
Mega,
what
we
up,
got
nigga?
that ticket for you. I don't know if you knew.
Yeah, we got a ticket for you. Learn from
So,
people
what
that
up?
have
What's
wisdom.
good, man? Everything good in A?
Yeah, man, everything is good. It's good. How things down in Florida?
It is what it is, man. You know, just grinding, brother. Trying to stay above all this ocean water, man.
I hear you. I
It's
hear you.
all good though. We making it. But I'm happy. Your timing is awesome. I'm glad you stopped by tonight. I was gonna ask you something. I was just
Yeah.
asking people like about, I was just seeing, we have so many people that are like now instructors, um, getting their certifications. Now, this is something I've said in the past, and you know how I am. I always mess with you and all of the other guys and this is just me. This is my personal opinion that I consider heavyweights in that side of the game, right? Like KD not an instructor. He don't even call himself that. He's a counselor. Like he making instructors. You know, he doing stuff bigger than that too, and going all over the country training people. Him along with some other guys out there that's really good at what they do. I've seen them in action, and they all really good at what they do. And then you got everybody else. Not to be like downplaying nobody because everybody's who they are, but by you doing this, when you see that a lot of times, do you think it's starting to get a little watered down?
Well, all right. Let me say this, just to be fair. Everybody and everything we do in life, everybody on this panel, including everybody in the chat, whatever you are really good at in life, which could be multiple things, you had to start somewhere, right? You
One hundred.
had to you had to learn the lessons, you had to go through whatever you had to go through. I believe what happens in this particular space is that we're not like the ADA, American Dental Association, right? Where you have to go to school, or we're not like a JD program for lawyers. You can go take an 8 or 16 hour class, and Lord forbid, if you get somebody who ain't really paying attention, they certify you. There is no real screening process. And then our consumer base doesn't know the difference. They don't know if the person in front of them took a concealed carry class and then went to their local instructor class a month ago, and now they're standing in front of them as a firearms expert, right? And so when we see more is that there are individuals who just want to get a check. And so what they look at is like, oh, I can charge 150, $200, have these new people that don't know much come through a class. They don't know whether you're giving them good or bad information, right? And you can rile up enough people, make you some good coin. The problem with that is there is no character or substance in the truth, right?
Mm.
And so what people don't look at is that whatever you were saying to Susie, the realtor, could be life-saving or life-ending information,
Yep.
right? So we have to be really, really careful with that. And that's not to downplay anybody, right? But if you don't have real heart and passion, and you can make your bread, I ain't mad at that. But if you don't have real heart and passion in it, and you just want to run around with the title instructor, which in fairness, a lot of people do for the money, and a lot of people do because they thought it'd be lucrative as far as attention goes, right? I get to
Mm.
say I'm an instructor, and I get to run around and get on the internet with guns and say things, and people can listen to me, and all of a sudden, I get to say I stand in a room with the guys that are coaching giants, people that have been around for a while. So now you can come in 6 months and say, I can stand next to the guy that's been doing it for 26 years. And that's
Mm.
not necessarily the same, even though you guys have the same title, right? The level of what you offer is totally different. Now, on the flip side of that, in all fairness, if people will just slow down and be honest about their own skill level, because people think because I can shoot, I can teach. No, that's no different than somebody that can build a house but can't show somebody else how to be a carpenter. It doesn't, because you
Mm-hmm.
can do doesn't mean you can teach, right? Teaching is an art form. If you haven't read a psychology book, if you haven't read about the true different learning styles, if you haven't learned how to teach people with disabilities, and I don't mean physical, mental disability, everybody doesn't learn this. Some people are behind the curve. If you haven't truly studied how to teach, you don't need a gun in your hand. If you haven't truly studied that art form, then you can't call yourself a giant. But what you can do is say, hey, look, I am important to this space because I teach new people. I teach new people gun safety. I teach them gun handling skills. And that is just as important as somebody that's trying to teach people how to kick in the door. Because they
Mm-hmm.
got to. So if you are an expert at safety and an expert at how to load a magazine and put it in a proper way and basic grip stuff, then own that lane. There is nothing wrong with that lane. That is a phenomenal lane. And keep it a buck with you. That's where you're gonna make all the money because the students are so repetitive, right? They're
Mm-hmm.
so repetitive. There's so many upsells and different services you can offer them that's if you master that. I know people right now that do nothing but teach new people. They make six figures
Yep.
because that's focus. At Train and Learn, we had a young lady right now. She made $250,000 in a year teaching nothing but entry level courses. There is nothing wrong with that. But everybody wants to get online and put an AR on their chest and say, I'm a tactical instructor. Come on, bro. Well, you're not. And,
Mm-hmm.
that's not. And look, let me also say this. It's no different. People also have to understand that we have different lanes in this thing, right? So I call myself coach. You guys are right? Because I look at everybody like a performer or an athlete. Because if you get into the mess, that's a blood sport, right? You're gonna be the only one there to perform. So we are performing, right? Under stress, under all these different things. And when people came through bastardizing, I'm an instructor. Well, if you're an instructor, man, I'm not. And I've been saying this for 15 years. If that's what you are, I'm not. I've been at this for 26 years now. So I'm a coach people. You can instruct them. And like a good buddy of mine, Scotty Banks with Glock, I was sitting back with him years ago, and we were going. I was venting. I was frustrated, and he said, "What you're basically trying to say, man, is we train animals, we educate people."
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that stuck with me because I had been saying it in a long way, and I got a lot of words. He got little words, and I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. So he said, that's why you're running with that moniker you've been running with for so long, right? Because I'm looking at people as educators. That's why I coached them up. If you were calling yourself just instructing people, that's not going to work. And then the last thing is ego. A lot of people get into this thing with ego. Oh, I have to be, oh, the competition shooter's dominating and they can run around and they can do all that. Well, I want to show people that I'm better than them. Why? I'm, I'm very confident in what I do. I get to go around. I've written 3 national curriculums or helped with the writing of those curriculums. I have spoken at instructor conferences. I have helped develop people. I've learned a lot myself. I'm a constant student. And I don't feel the need to go out and compete with anybody. So I don't understand the ego struggle. If you are coming in saying, I'm not a competition shooter, so I'm not DJ or Trayvon. Those guys are phenomenal at what they do. I'm not a Max Michelle. I'm none of those things, right? That is an art. That is a skill. If you think you can just put on some boots and go and do competition shooting and dominate day one, you are sadly mistaken. That is an art form. It is a skill set that these guys work years and years to build up. But I don't look at them and say they're better than me. And my lane of defensive shooting, which is also blended with performance shooting, because we take a lot from the competitive world and they take a lot from the defensive world or the tactical world, whatever you want to call it, then yes, there is a blend of the two. And so, like the great artist Young Jeezy once said, I'm the Jackson of my lane and bitch, I run it. Find your lane and dominate and own it
Yeah.
and develop your craft and be better at your craft. But you want to get up there and say, I'm an instructor, and then you want to look at a Costa or you want to look at a Max Michelle, or you want to look at a Rob Latham, or you want to look at a Horner. And a lot of the names that I'll throw out, guys don't even know, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you say, like, hey, I can do this to that level, and bro, you just can't. So own what you do, own it, well, develop yourself to be better so you can eventually move up to the next level. But you can't teach something until you mastered it. So how are you teaching grip to people and you just learned how to grip a gun last week? You can't,
Facts.
No, you're right. You're right. You're
you
right.
know. And it's and that's cool. And another thing is, people also believe when I get the title instructor, then that's gonna tell everybody I know everything. There are some people right now in this chat, in this current chat right now, that can probably talk about the engineering of a gun way better than I
Mm-hmm.
can, down to the nuance, right? The metals and the history and all kind of. Now I know enough to be dangerous. I'm not stupid. I can put things together and I break them a lot too. But
Yeah. Yeah. Me
I'm
too.
not saying because I'm an instructor, I'm an engineer. That is an art form. Engineers are totally different kind of people, right? But
Right.
everybody thinks they get the title instructor by dominating. I know all the best gear. Now, I know everything there is to know about. No, you don't, and it's okay. What is wrong? There is a guy right now that cannot shoot, but that can tell you about every single gun that's on the market.
Yep. Yep.
Somewhere out there for sure.
Right.
You
I
ain't
mean,
lying.
Yep.
and that's totally okay. So I don't want people to think. Now, shut up, bro. I'm sorry. I don't want people to think that it's a bad thing to say that you want to help out people that need help, right? Because wherever you're at in your local community, there are people that are going to need advice. There are people that are going to need counseling. My problem is when people don't go out and truly invest in themselves and master that level and study what learning is and give those people what they deserve. You're out here trying to look cool for the gram, or you want to be tactical on TikTok or whatever it is, and you're giving people information that could cost them their lives while you busy looking cool. So for me, pay attention to the craft, learn the craft, and don't be afraid to ask. And I heard somebody say something earlier about maybe it's in the community or the black community. Here's the problem with the black community head on. You got too much damn ego and think you know every damn thing and can't nobody tell you nothing. In case being proven, I've had this happen to me a handful of times. I'm not gonna say dozens, but a handful of times. I've had brothers that have went to white guys strictly because they weren't black. So I'm not saying anything wrong with training with a white instructor, but went to them because they were white, then came back to me and said, all right, man, I'm ready to start up my class. How I need to do my classes and all this. I'm like, then your instructor teach you that? Well, no,
Mm-hmm.
man, but I need to learn here, boy. Here's the cold part, homie. You know that white boy you ran to? Who you think certified him?
Mm.
But you ran over there, and now you're trying to come back behind his back to get some game for me that you didn't get over there. But the whole time you were seeking better because you associate, while we're talking about people don't respect black gun ownership, you don't respect black gun ownership.
Mm.
So you
Yeah,
ran
me
some,
too.
and I'm the one that gave him the game. So, and that's happened a lot too, and not just to me. That's happened to a few other brothers. So, if we want to see that fixed, vet your instructors, ask them some tough questions, show up with your ego, and I've had all kind of people. One thing, if you ever come to a class with me, I'll say the moment you walk on the line, if you paid me money to come here and show me how cool you are, you're a fool.
Right. Right.
Now I'm gonna take your money,
Yeah.
but if
Yeah.
you pay me to show me
You
how
say I'm
cool,
taking money.
Right. I would take it too.
yeah, I mean you. You silly, and don't be afraid to go out and spend bread too. And that's the last thing. And I promise I'm gonna shut up. The last thing is we afraid to spend money. We are. I've asked this guy this late last year. Good young man, and he came to me. He was like, "Hey man, I'm really trying to dominate my space. You know, I want to do this and I want to do that." I said, "Cool. Let me ask you a question. If you had to add up, you know, the amount of money that you have put into your own development in this space, right? Now, if somebody gave you something for free, I want you to add in what they would have charged you, because sometimes we do give blessings, right? But I want you to add in what that charge would have been, and tell me how much money you spent." And he looked back to me and said about $500.
Mm.
$500.
About $500.
And he want to dominate the space. That's what he say.
Right, with $500.
And I told the brother, I said, man, classes last year alone, out of my pocket that I paid for in 1 year, I spent around 20 grand in a year. And then you want to come to me and say, I want to do what you are doing. What you're telling me is you only believe that you are worth $500. So that's all your customers going to get. Now, that $500 got to stretch to how many people? 100?
Right.
Right? So if you're not willing to invest in yourself, then I can't, I'm not going to take you serious. Now, if you're just starting off, like, look, I got this $500 to start with. I'm gonna do this, and that. Hey, I'd appreciate it if you got payment plans or something. I'm gonna go here. Hey, where do you think I should go after this? Okay, what are you trying to do? I'm trying to establish myself in this lane. Bet I will help create you a pathway. But a lot of people don't want to take it serious. I've also given out, I don't know, I think the last couple of years we've given out about $5,000 or $6,000 in scholarships for training for guys that really wanted to do it, and girls. But then what I figure out with that in the black community, here's the hard part. Once you give somebody something for free, everybody wants it for free.
It's true.
It's tough.
They don't want to pay
It's
for the
tough.
game. Everybody wants something for free. Oh man, do it, you know what I'm saying, on the love. You know what love is? Love is trying to make sure my daughter gets to stay in school and got clothes on the back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Love is gas in a car. Love is you saying, I respect and trust you enough. I'm gonna give you my hard earned, and I hope that you give me the best service and deliverables you can give me, because you owe me that, because I gave you my hard earned. And then I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna apply that to my life and get my return on investment. So if I invest in you and you invest in me, and I can go back and invest, take what you've given me and invest and make my life better, it should be a win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
right.
I look at it like, and I always show you guys that respect because there's guys that really do this, like that do this.
Mm-hmm.
I've been certified now since what 2021, and man, I've taught a ton of people, a ton, and especially when I was back in Chicago, because that's one of those markets that really need it, especially new shooters. People they don't get that instruction at all. But it's
Mm-hmm.
not something that I go around preaching a lot. Most people know me from this. But what I did figure out is that there's really people that do this. KD being one of
Yep.
them. I built relationships with a ton of them. And that way, when I'm when I don't know, man, I could pick up that phone, make them calls, shoot them emails, send a text message. When there's things that I don't know, I got a lot of people that I can reach out to. And I'm not afraid to say when I don't know something. Right? Hey man, somebody asked me this today. Um, you help me out with it. Ask
Mm-hmm.
KD. I asked him 100 questions. He had me down there. We out there sitting in this little tiny house. I would, cause that's what I do. If he's gonna give me his time, I'm gonna take advantage of it. If he say, brother, you need something, man, just let me know. Watch this. I'm gonna ask you about 97 questions, and I'm gonna retain as much of this information as possible. And guess what? He was open enough to give it to me. So you'll be shocked at who will talk, because everybody think he mean and he don't really be talking to people. He ain't really like that. So like you gotta like, don't be afraid to pick people brain, man. There's some good guys out there. There's some guys out there that know some stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
But
My boy here, Gammons, he's another. He's a good dude, knowledgeable dude.
if I'm just keeping it a buck with you, yeah, I know I got RB, but I am a nice person. I I pride myself on being a nice human being,
No, you
because
nice, bro. You just got a bad reputation. Go ahead.
yeah, we need kindness in the world, and I want to be nice, kind of everybody. Here's why I got a bad reputation, because I ain't with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Neither
Like,
am I.
People need to understand something about me. When I got into this game, I've been teaching for a long time. When I got public and got in front of a camera, my first video was yelling at black people about understanding their civil rights. So I came into the game pushing us further into the game. That's what I did, right? My everything about me was getting our respect and getting our place and getting our constitutional education up, and also uplifting our communities, getting these little boys out the hood. That's why I do so much community work. That's why I've never stopped being who I am. So when you run up on me and all you trying to do is be popular, bro, I don't have the time. What is the purpose of what you trying to do? And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with being popular. We all watch popular people every single damn day. That's all celebrities are, right? They're popular people, right? So
Yeah,
there's
it made
nothing.
me laugh.
But when you are chasing popularity in a space, it's kind of like this. If you are a chef, right? You cold. You cold. And then I run up on you and I'm talking about some, yeah, man, I want to be a cook. And you like, all right, what you want to do? All right, yeah, man, I just want to make a little funny channel, man, while I flip burgers, you know what I'm saying, serve them in tacos, you know what I'm saying? I just want to have a good time. That's what you want to do? Hey, bro, cool. I'll teach you how to season your meat to make sure your food tastes good. But that ain't what I'm on. So you're gonna have to go find somebody that really want to help you do that, because that's what you need to do. And that ain't hate. And that's what these kids take nowadays is hate. It's not hate, bro. I'm not even going to be a good complimentary educator to help you in that lane because that's not what I do. So
Right.
I think a lot of individuals are confused when they go, oh, because you sharing my post and you doing this, old school, just a hater, just this. Boy, hate on what? Like these kids are always talking about you hating, you don't want to. If I was hating, G, let me ask you a question. You a brother that's known for keeping it real. One, when I came to your event for the first time, well, y'all event, I know it's a team effort. When I came to that event for the first time, I said to everybody, this event checked me. I said it out loud.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I needed this. And the reason why that was so refreshing to me is because when people saying, oh, all them old heads is around there, man, they being mean. Nah, bro, we have been mentioned in Congress. We have had people try to slaughter our names. We done been called the N-bomb more times than you can expect. We've had these conversations with these executives behind the scenes that you couldn't handle. You would have broke down the crowd if you heard what they said about you. And I don't mean you as an individual. I'm talking about us as a collective,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right? You would have broke down. You would have been pissed. You would have been angry. And I've been dealing with this shit for 2 decades. So now everything ain't a game to me. Now, if you now have I had a good time and kicked it with people, sure. But their biggest problem ain't been the game. It ain't been lack of game. One, I don't have time to play with everybody's kids. I just don't. I just don't, man. My nerves are bad right now. We done got all this stuff. My son just joined up. I got an active duty son that's a soldier.
Mm.
I got other stuff to be worried about right now, right? But so if you're gonna come to me and we gonna chit chat about some realness. When I see everybody chasing popularity, once again, I'm not a hater. Chase it. Go after what makes you feel good. Go after what soothes you. If you wake up every day like, I need that million hit today, get it, bro. I'm with like a not sarcastically. I'm with it. But over here, you chasing clicks. I'm protecting the Constitution. I don't have a lot of time to laugh and joke with you. We had comedians when we had Martin and Malcolm and others out there marching and doing other things. We still needed the comedians, and brothers get so, if you ain't doing what I'm doing and supporting what I'm doing, you hate.
Mm-hmm.
How, bro? Muhammad Ali wasn't educating people the same way that X was. He was entertaining. He made you laugh. He was cold in that ring, and he stood up for his people. That was his way of doing it. X didn't do it like King. Harriet did something different than Sir Joyner. Frederick didn't move like everybody else. And so in this space, what we have is that every time somebody does something, if everybody doesn't clamor to them and say, "Yeah, you're so cool, you're awesome," then you hating on them. You don't want to see them grow. You don't want to see them achieve. Bro, if I was hating on you, if other people were hating on you, then it's real easy to grab your content, remix it, and make a fool of it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody hating on. No, I don't have time. I don't even know what people doing. Every time I find out about a new creator, somebody that's up on the market or popping up, people might send me a DM like, "Yo, you sing, dude?" You know how many times I've reached out and said, "Man, look, I see you out there doing your thing. Um, you need to borrow some guns." There are people right now that have YouTube channels where I've sent them. I'll never name the guns they review on my guns, and then people are like, "How come you don't show your guns?" I can't until you forget that you saw it before.
Mm.
See what I'm
Mm.
saying? Because I'm trying to help, but because it ain't the way other people want it, then they say, "Oh, y'all hating, y'all this, y'all that." Man, at the same time, bro, if you've been doing something for so long, and then somebody come in the game, and let's keep it a buck. And I know people are gonna get mad at this, but let's make it about music so people will understand that more. Would y'all say that Rakim is an OG,
Yeah.
right? LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what does Rakim look like arguing with the Migos?
A fool.
Now, Migos need to do their thing in the way they do their thing, because that's making
Mm-hmm.
them bread, that's feeding their kids, they're taking care of their family, that's getting them out the hood, that's giving them life experiences that other people will probably never have. And God rest the soul of the young brother in that group that lost his life. They are able to do and achieve great things because of how they are moving and what they are doing. But when you walk in the door and you don't show respect to Rakim, you expect Rakim to walk down to your level,
Right.
right?
Mm.
So I said to say a lot of these cats don't even walk in with respect. They walk in saying, "Don't you know who I am?" No,
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
I
Right.
don't, I don't care.
Exactly. Right.
I
Right.
right? And then when you see them, they got this arrogance about them, and that's cool. And so what I've tried to employ brothers to understand is this: maybe it's an age thing, maybe it is true. When you get to a certain age in life, man, you start realizing that certain conversations are draining; they bring nothing back, so you just let that ride. You ain't mad about it, you ain't upset about it. You understand you can read people real quick and go, "I wish that young brother nothing but the best."
Mm-hmm.
I just I don't have a place in that life over there with him, right? But I wish you nothing but the best. And you also have to understand is when people come back and say, and I say this in general, I tell my kids this all the time. When people come back after an encounter with you and they have something negative to say about you, don't concern yourself with what they said. They need to concern themselves about what they brought to that table.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Because the only way you had a negative encounter is because you had certain expectations. I walked in thinking he was going to give me the plug at this gun company. And all he said was, "Hello. All right, man. Nice to meet you. Good to see you. Good luck with everything you're doing. I got to go." Oh, that funny acting. I, so I get to spend 20 years building my Rolodex. And because you said hi to me,
Right.
and because melanin is somewhat the same, I just got to cash you out. Huh? I just owe that to you. But when G sit down with me and say, "Bro, we year 3, 4 of this thing, trying to crank it up here, want to do this. See, I'm seeing this plan over here. Yeah, so when this happened and I'm scaling it like this, and then I want to deliver this to the people." Oh yeah, because it's about the community. He said that to me in a conversation. He said, "Because it's about the community." Well, go back to what I said brought me into this game. So when I heard a brother saying something like that, you bringing key words to me. Bet.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have 2 hours. I got it now. What's up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Let's now, because this is somebody that I can view as doing something. It's other brothers out there that's trying to conquer the game and do things in their own way, including ones that are entertaining. But all we hear, if people want to know the truth, understand something, y'all, and this is just keeping it a buck. A decade and some change ago, outside of the brothers who were working behind the scenes in this industry, because we've had them for a while, brothers that's been behind the scenes, you didn't really see them a lot. There were like 3 or 4 of us that was on the forefront. There were 3 or 4 of us that was getting called the N word every other word, right?
Mm.
And so we see the game grow, and now you can look around. It ain't strange to see black people no more. It ain't foreign. It ain't even shocking.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, good. I'm glad. Whew, we did that work. But when all you do is come into the door and we happy to see you, and all you do is throw egg in our face, well, all right then, bro, go do you.
Yeah.
Because you Migos, and I'm trying to establish myself again. I don't have many more. I got another good 20 years in me, which is not a long time. I've already been doing it. I got less than the time I've already invested to really be doing this. I want to write some books. I want to sit back. I want to chill. You know what I'm saying? I want to try to be the perfect old man freaking on my wife when I'm in my 80s. You know, I'm trying to do that. Right. So I only have time left. And what I would like to do is see the young boy take this thing away with. But when y'all walk in the door and all you can do is look at other brothers that have been around, like you walk in the door saying, I'm going to dethrone him. All right, man, do you who we're not even in competition. There is no competition. I've had young boys, which is funny. Oh man, you hating. I know we on YouTube, don't get me wrong. But you hating because you know what I'm saying, you just mad because you know you ain't got no guns. I'm like, young boys, they're I don't even know if y'all can see in that thing. You can't. But hold on. I'm not gonna touch nothing. I promise. I'm just touching lights. There go one light showing right there. And behind me, there's one, two more. And there are three more of these things that are just in this. It ain't about the vision way. It's about the freedom. It's about the evolution of who we are. Everybody got guns. We've been seeing guns since we were 13 years old running around the streets. Everybody got guns. What are you
That's
bringing to the So do you? I can speak for everybody. When we see these new creators and doing it in their own way, bro, love. Keep doing you. Keep doing you. But when you run into me, if you come in with competition and not respect, don't expect me to give it. Now if you're not gonna walk from me, you don't gotta know who I am. But when somebody go, yo, hey man, hey, if nothing else, bro put out the first gun in history of the country and educated people in the right way. Oh, that's cool. But did you see my TikTok, bro? I ain't got nothing else to say. You know what I'm saying? What we talking about? So
Right.
it's all me. I'm not a mean person. If anybody ever talks to me, even people at your event, everybody talks to me. I talk to them. We sitting around smoking cigars, getting Zach, was that your brother or something? We sent to Taco Bell, get some Baja
Yeah, my
Blast.
nephew. That's my nephew.
Hey, a train and learn, we slapping spades. What you
yes,
mean?
sir.
You see what I'm saying? Literally had a spade game going. You know, so what do you mean? But no, I think a lot of the I don't rock with him. That's because you are not in the lane I'm in, and I respect the lane that you are in. I had to learn years ago. If we don't, and not just everybody's in entertainment, but I had to learn years ago. If we don't entertain people, we ain't gonna keep them. So you gotta entertain them a little bit, but we also gotta educate them. And so when people come in their lanes, and it's like, bro, that's cool, do your thing. But if I'm not jumping up and down, and if other brothers ain't jumping up and down, if everybody ain't patting you on your back, saying you're doing a good job, then you say that they hate you. And then when something you competing like, oh, bro, you know what I'm saying? You just mad because you ain't doing this. What are you talking about? I just did 4 podcasts that got a combined 10 million followers in the last 6 months alone. What are you talking about? I can look on the cover of Time magazine and see myself. What are you talking about? When I Google myself, I have to get to 4 or 5 pages before it runs out. What are you talking about? But it ain't about that. It's about the growth of this community. And if that has to be done in ways that even I don't understand, I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. I would have never thought about doing an event like the one you guys put on. And if you didn't come along to do it, who would have did it? It took a different group of people with a different thought process to make something like that happen. And
That's
nobody's
dope.
negative to the industry. It's a positive.
Same
Yeah.
So it
thing.
took
Same thing with your event. Same thing he do with train and learn. It's different. Nobody thought about that or thought to do it
That's
that
right.
way, especially in our community for sure. And I think it's something that people need to know about. Like there's some things out there, service and purposes, and making some noise that's starting to happen, and where we can intertwine these things, help one another. Man, there's so much out there. There's enough out there for all us to win, man. Straight up.
hey,
Yep.
hey, I've never done this before, man, but I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna answer this, and I'm gonna tell you if you want me to answer the second question. But I need a I'm nonviolent, but I need a fight right now. I need a boxing match. Uh, I need a boxing match. Um, um, because I don't like it when somebody make me want to laugh at myself. So I need a boxing
Oh,
match. You
you
said
just said.
so. I'm feeling like Zach was talking about me behind my back too. That's what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like Zach, you were part of it. You know,
Hey man, look, we have to put up with Billy every day, man. So
Right.
this
oh,
is
that
what he
Billy,
do.
I, Billy, I got to see you, dog. I got to see
Hey,
you.
when you was talking and you was saying something so serious, it took everything for me not to laugh when he put that out there. He said he was just like a Jamaican stoplight. Hey, yeah, you gotta fight him. You got to fight him, bro. You got to fight him.
Yeah, I got to see.
Oh
I,
my God, man, this dude is stupid, man.
I wasn't even cool.
But see, that's what I'm telling you. Like, like we established that, man. I established a really good relationship with KD. We all did. Everybody, you get together, you start to learn things, and knowing people. Like, I feel like it's beneficial for him to know people like me as well. Like, we can benefit each other mutually. I have a ton of relationships. So does he. He been doing this a lot longer than me, in and around this industry. I built tons of relationships myself. We able to help each other. He'll bounce things off me. Hey, brother, I got this for you. Check this out. I can do the same thing with him. Hey, man, such and such want to get at you. Is it cool for
Right.
me to give him your number? There's nothing wrong with that. Neither one of us hurt the other one. If we could show that example to other people, we all start doing that, man. Y'all will be amazed at how far we could go.
Yeah,
You'll
but
be amazed.
got to stop the. And look, man, I don't know about you brothers or even the people in the chat, but it can be disheartening in many ways, not just this industry. In many ways, man, when you look at ways that how powerful we could be. You know what I mean? How
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
powerful we could be,
Yep.
but yet it's about it's selective. It's a selective mindset that does anchor us down, and it's unfortunate because the one thing that I've always kept it a buck, I've kept it a buck, and I've said I ain't never too Hollywood. I ain't never too Hollywood. I'm me. Like G said, he came in town one time and caught me in a hood spot. Like y'all be
Yeah.
thinking y'all you really don't know me, dog. Like you really don't know me, right? He came right through the hood to what fight was that anyway? I always forget what fight was that,
I don't remember which fight it was. I know.
right?
I know we was in the trenches though. I'm thinking it's
Yeah,
the only place I'm gonna go. KD outside kicking it. We shouldn't be telling these stories though, like because neither one of us had no business there. But at the same time, he was there kicking it with his people, with our
yeah,
people, should I say?
yeah.
So
Come on, we're
you
gonna have
know,
a good time.
no man, that's the way it should be though. That's the way it should be. Y'all, anybody down there in that Atlanta area, get at him, man. If y'all don't follow him over there on IG, or he
Mm-hmm.
got some real nice YouTube videos too, man. A lot of people sleep on his YouTube channel, so he got some good stuff, man. He a cool dude. You see how Billy getting at him right now. This is what we do. We like to kick it, talk crazy,
Right.
um, and it's all love, man. And keep it moving. And this is always my energy toward pretty much every brother I meet, unless they give me some different type of energy. Then I meet you with
Mm-hmm.
the same. Outside of that, this is what it is with me, man. Because there's nothing that should be there's nothing gonna irritate me about somebody that much, or somebody doing something that's ain't nothing KD doing down there in Atlanta affecting me over here in Florida. Right? He getting
Mm-hmm.
to it. If I can help him push that and vice versa. Ain't nothing I'm doing here in Florida affecting what he got going on down there in Atlanta. We can help each other. And it's a string of people out there, man, that's doing some big things, man. And shout out to all of them. And shout out to all of y'all that got stuff going on. She said I just subbed his channel. Yeah, if you don't know who he is, he a cool dude, man.
Yep.
I like him, man. He all right with me. I call him Kojak. Y'all can call him Katie. He Kojak to me. And
All right.
apparently he should make it stop like the Billy.
Hey man, yeah, boy,
That might be the best one I've heard so far.
that was
Oh,
pretty that's pretty low there.
Jamaican spotlight.
hey,
Billy, I thought it was better than that, man. I really did. Well, you know what? I know
hey,
we.
with Billy ain't got no favors, boy. He don't let nobody off the
Nope.
hook. Wait, y'all gonna get a kick out of him. Everybody that's coming to the meetup, I'm telling you, man, he the ultimate comedian. When he hosting that award show, and nobody off limits. I'm telling you
Nope.
that right now.
Hell of an MC though, boy. They know how to keep a show. Hell of a.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm not good at flaming people, but I promise you, I'm gonna study the art. I'm gonna go watch me some Richard Pryor videos. He got a
Yeah, you got to. You got to mess with that dude, boy. But he be
We got.
on one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's too quick. He's too quick.
I don't want to.
Hey, when is Train Learn this year? What's the actual dates?
Learn is the 3-day professional event known as Train and Learn is going to be May 22nd through the 24th, just south of Atlanta, Georgia. Kicking off that Friday at 3 and ending Sunday, I'm sorry, ending Sunday at 3 o'clock. So the 22nd rundown is 13 workshops, 3 days of professional development, going over business strategy, business planning. We're going to have trademark, patent, and licensing attorneys coming in this year as well. We have three different multimillionaires to run an investment group coming in, teaching you about how to structure your business and get that right. A couple other speakers from around the country coming in and talk about things. We're going to have, let's see, 4 workshops on the range, including some CQB we're adding in this year, so you get a little bit of CQB education and some good old stuff on the range. We feed you 3 meals. We provide all the ammo required for training. And then we have 3 ancillary workshops along with our sponsorship presentation and train over those 3 days. Oh, and then we do a bourbon and cigar pairing class. And so that's the quick rundown. That whole event is $400. And that's for anybody that is a professional inside the industry. I don't care if you got one follower and you just started your company yesterday. We got people that got millions of followers that are there. But it's an event to really help develop podcasters, instructors, bloggers. It's about brands and businesses and helping them be better. So I appreciate you asking me about that. But yeah, May 22nd through the 24th is nootherchoice.com/train and learn. You can read all about it. Then obviously you can always reach out to me and ask your questions.
Damn, he ain't even stutter. I wonder how many times he said that straight like that, just like that. I was a Train Learn last year. It is. I think everybody should go see it at least, especially if you in this space and you doing something. It's intense though. I'm gonna tell
Oh,
you that. I'm gonna tell you. He didn't say that part. It is intense. It moves. It moves. It happens. It's happening. You got to be listening, paying attention. It's it moves. It's a lot going on. That's see. I'm gonna explain it different. It's good though.
hey,
You absolutely should go, but it's intense. People are very knowledgeable. My favorite
Mm-hmm.
session was hand to hand combat. That was my favorite thing of the whole weekend. Now, don't get me wrong, Blue, Chris, them guys dope. But boy, that dude that was doing the hand to hand combat, I
hey,
didn't know
man,
how to feel, man. He was something different. Boy, he was like the black Bruce Lee with little Jackie Chan. Man, he kept yelling at us, man. He'll be talking, and he'd just be like, yay! Just out the blue. He just said like he had Tourette's or something. But that was like my favorite session, bro, of all of them. That was crazy. But no, it was good, man. It was really good. It was something to see. And you
I'm
going, you going, hey, you go with a serious mindset though, because it's gonna be all day. You gonna get through it. You're gonna come away with a lot. By the
that's
time
why
I
we.
got, and I'm overweight, but by the time I got to the end of it, I was ready to just get in the shower and lay down, man. I didn't. I didn't even say nothing to KD for like four. I was mad. I was like, this was good. I was upset. I was like, "Nah, bro, you didn't. This is a lot of you made it sounded better than it was, and it's physically. That's all I'm gonna say."
Hey man, we let you sit minutes every 90 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, you sit out a little bit, but it
You know
was
what I'm
good
saying?
though.
But you know what's funny about that? I mean, look, I love to hear the personal experiences. What's funny about that, and what I love about it, is for one particular group. Everybody else just have to go through the suck like you did, right? But it's for one particular group of people that I really enjoy when I heard them say anything about it, and that's the people that are the instructors, right? The firearm instructors. When that is your brand and your business, then I hear everybody else I get, and I hear them say that. I'm like, all right, let me ask you a question, man, because the day is 8 hours, right? Maybe 9 if you count lunch. How you gonna stand up and teach an 8 hour class, but you got to be there an hour before for setup. You got to stay afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Because that ain't their job. That ain't what they do. That's
Yeah,
what you do. So how,
Right.
how how you gonna do that? So that's always funny. But yeah, we try, and you know what, man? We used to have it stretched out a little bit, and people got mad at me. They got mad at me when we stretched it out, because then they was like, "Hey,
yeah,
man, I was out here too late, dog."
yeah.
But what you wait? No, you can't take nothing away. What you want me to do? I don't know.
Now we gotta cram it. It was good though. It worked. It did what it was supposed to do. It worked. So I ain't gonna even front, man. You should go if you guys are really serious in the space. Go, just go, and then tell your experience later. But I think it's worth going. At least if you don't go with one time, go. I met some
That's
cool people, and it was cool. And I didn't go with my mind as being a YouTube. A lot of people that was there knew who I was from YouTube, but that ain't why I was there. I was really there to be, you know, to support the event. Like I wanted to be a an attendee, see exactly what it was from beginning to end. I paid attention in the classes. We got outside. I mean, I cussed a few times, like halfway through the day. I was cussing. I ain't gonna front, cause me, I'm used to just being able to stop and eat when I want to. I couldn't. I was like, damn, man, ain't nothing. I didn't sneak nothing in my bag. I wasn't I wasn't prepared, so I was like, But no, man. Outside of that, it's definitely worth going. Yes, Siege. It was hand to hand combat. It was awesome too. I just didn't. I want to talk to the guy again though. What was his name?
name is Mitch. If you I could slide you his number. Mitch with the
No,
no
I
back.
just want to talk to him about why he kept yelling at me, but I want to do it on the phone. Because one thing I ain't gonna do is talk crazy to him in person, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, the dude, that dude was cold, boy. If you
Mitch
want to
Mitch
learn, if
problem.
you want to
You
learn
know
how to throw them hands and
you know
get
how you be
yourself out of them, he cold.
you know how you be talking to people, man. You push them a little bit. You laughing and joking with them, and you push them a little bit. I was standing, and I'm no stranger to going fisticuffs. I just choose not to live that life. But I know he on a different level. That's a different animal, different beast.
Yeah,
And I pushed him one time joking, and we was all just joking. And in the middle of it, I just stopped and said, "Hey man, don't hit me for no reason. Don't hit me, bro. I'm not gonna hit you." I was like, "All right," because I just had a strange feeling you might, bro, and ain't nothing I can decide to do it.
no,
Don't hit me.
look, this a true story. We there. He going over like teaching like how to get somebody off you real quick, right? And he's talking to all of us. There's a group of us there, and he's talking. I just so happen to be standing right next to him. Now don't get me wrong, like I'm 256 pounds, man. I'm a big dude. He just cut up and just looked like he just kill anything, right? And he was talking and he going and he was like, and if I was to turn to this big fella, and I just yeah, and he just open hand me in the chest. And bro, he almost knocked me through the car. I was mad too. I'm not mind. I'm like, I'm gonna have to shoot him because I can't. I'm not. Like this ain't fair. I'm not sure why he just did that to me, as other people here too. So I'm still a little tight about that. But outside of that, man, I'm talking about the dude, Zach, open hand. I must have went back 9 yards, man. I wasn't even joking either. People laugh like that shit wasn't funny, man. I don't know, something wrong. I don't know what my breathing was off track. Everything was weird, man. But no, dude is cold, man. He
Mm.
cold with that hand-to-hand combat stuff.
Yeah, and that's another just keep your ears open, meeting the right people that do the right thing, mankind. And once again, that brother's not only is he cold at that, he got his own style. He's a center axis relock kind of instructor, so he's got his own style with that.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
that's a good. When I say that's a good brother. It's a good brother. And I think that's what people need to realize is that it's a lot of skill in this community. A lot of it.
Hmm.
It
A lot
is.
of it,
It is.
right?
Hold on, bro. I got to do.
Uh, you can
Oh
learn.
my God!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. Alan, my man. Appreciate that.
Hey, bro, what happened to the whole weird face thing? How come you don't do that no more?
Played out, man. I said I was becoming something new in 2026, so that's my new
Uh,
thing. The bell ringing and the other stuff. I like this though. It's pretty cool. Well, don't be
okay.
questioning me about how I
Hey,
show appreciation, man.
He said, "What happened to the weird face?"
Weird face thing.
I,
Oh
no,
God. Hey man,
that's
we're gonna get up out of here though. Listen, man. Katie, I appreciate you all. Bro, you always talk too much, man.
yeah, my bad.
Yeah. He talked too much. That if there's one thing I can say about him, he talked too much. But he always has some good stuff to say, man. I appreciate you stopping by, hanging out with us, man. Zach, appreciate you
Yeah,
always.
thanks, bro.
Everybody in the chat, I appreciate y'all. Billy, Billy, you
Yeah,
stupid.
Billy.
Hey, Joe, Billy just won't stop.
No, he doesn't stop.
Oh, I gotta turn the live on, man. This dude is stupid, man. Hey,
Peace,
yo,
everybody.
it might be easy, man. We be back at it Friday, man. Y'all take it easy. We getting up out of here. Peace.